Imagine a country so small you can walk around it in 20 minutes. Yet this tiny nation influences over 1 billion people worldwide. Vatican City covers just 0.44 square kilometers, smaller than Central Park in New York. Its population is only 800 people. But behind these ancient walls lie secrets the world has yet to discover. Today we reveal everything. Vatican City is surrounded by medieval walls standing up to 20 meters high. Behind these walls live only 800 people, among them the Pope, cardinals, priests, and Swiss guards. This tiny nation has everything: an army, a bank, a railway station, a helipad, and even its own prison. And all of this fits within an area smaller. St. Peter's Basilica is the largest church in the world. It stands 136 meters tall, higher than a 40-story building. Construction took 120 years, from 1506 to 1626. Michelangelo himself designed the dome, but died before its completion. In the Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo painted the most famous frescoes in history. He painted lying on his back for 4 years straight. It damaged his eyes and neck for the rest of his life. And this magnificent basilica can hold 60,000 people at once. Inside the dome of St. Peter's Basilica there is a secret viewing gallery. To reach it you must climb 551 steps. From this incredible height you get a breathtaking panoramic view of the entire city of Rome. And the mosaics inside the dome are so enormous that the figures of the saints reach 8 meters tall, yet from below they appear tiny. The statue of Apostle Paul inside the basilica weighs several tons, but appears as light as a feather thanks to the incredible skill of its sculptors. This bronze statue of Apostle Peter has stood here for over 700 years. Millions of pilgrims touch and kiss its right foot. It has been almost completely worn away by the faithful from around the world. Peter is considered the first pope, and directly beneath our feet lies his tomb. Few people know that beneath St. Peter's Basilica lies an entire city of the dead. In 1939 Pope Pius XII ordered secret excavations beneath the basilica floor. What they found shocked the entire world. A complete ancient necropolis, streets, buildings, pagan temples, and hundreds of tombs dating back 2,000 years. The excavations continued for 10 years in complete secrecy. And at the very center they found a tomb believed by the church to belong to Apostle Peter himself. Today you can only visit with special permission, and only a tiny group is allowed in each day. Why is the world's smallest and holiest country guarded by soldiers from Switzerland? Since 1506, over 500 years, only Swiss citizens have the right to protect the Pope. To join the guard you must be Catholic, a Swiss citizen, and have an outstanding reputation. There are only 135 of them. In 1527 during the attack on Rome 147 guards died protecting the Pope, not one fled. And their iconic yellow, blue and red uniform was designed by Michelangelo himself. The Holy Door, the gate that opens once every 25 years. In the heart of St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City, there is a door that most tourists walk past without ever realizing its significance. This is the Porta Santa, the Holy Door. It is sealed, bricked up, and it opens only once every quarter of a century. The tradition of the Jubilee year dates back to 1300, when Pope Boniface VIII opened the very first Holy Door. At first, only one such door existed, in the Basilica of St. John Lateran. It wasn't until 1500 that Pope Alexander VI added 3 more, in St. Peter's Basilica, Santa Maria Maggiore, and St. Paul outside the walls. In earlier centuries, the ceremony looked completely different. The Pope would approach the sealed portal and strike the wall 3 times with a silver hammer, a powerful ritual of breaking through. Workers would then remove the bricks by hand. The very last bricks were kept as sacred relics until the next Jubilee. After 1975, this ritual was discontinued. Today the doors are simply opened by hand. On December 24, 2024, Pope Francis personally opened the Holy Door of St. Peter's Basilica, becoming the first pilgrim to cross its threshold. Before entering, the words of the Gospel of John were proclaimed, "I am the door, whoever enters through me will be saved." That year, something truly unprecedented happened. For the first time in history, Pope Francis opened a holy door inside Rebibbia prison in Rome, bringing the Jubilee to those who could not come to it. It was a gesture that moved the entire world. Sadly, Pope Francis passed away on April 21, 2025, before the door could be closed. This had not happened since 1700. His successor, Pope Leo XIV, the first American pope in history, knelt in silent prayer before the door and solemnly closed it on January 6, 2026, officially bringing the Jubilee year to an end. According to Vatican records, approximately 33 million pilgrims from around the world visited Rome during this Jubilee year. Walking through the holy door alone is not enough to receive an indulgence. The faithful must also go to confession, receive communion, and pray according to the Pope's intentions. It is an act of deep and personal faith. The next opening is expected in 2033, marking 2,000 years since the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. A moment that billions of Catholics around the world are already waiting for with hope and anticipation. Connected to the Vatican walls is a secret underground corridor 800 meters long, known as the Passetto di Borgo. This hidden passageway runs along the ancient walls connecting the Vatican directly to Castel Sant'Angelo, the massive fortress standing on the banks of the Tiber River. For centuries this secret corridor was the Pope's escape route during times of danger. The last time it was used was in 1527 during the sack of Rome when the army of King Charles V invaded and destroyed the city. Pope Clement VII fled through this very corridor running for his life to safety inside Castel Sant'Angelo. Castel Sant'Angelo itself was originally built as a mausoleum for Roman Emperor Hadrian in 135 AD, later becoming a fortress, a prison and a refuge for the popes. At the very top stands the famous bronze statue of Archangel Michael. Today parts of this ancient secret corridor are open to tourists, and walking through it feels like stepping back in time. Can you imagine the fear the popes must have felt running through this dark narrow passage, not knowing if they would survive? The Vatican Apostolic Library is one of the oldest and most mysterious libraries in the world. Founded in 1475, it holds over 80,000 manuscripts and 1.6 million books. Some are written on papyrus dating back 2,000 years. Here you will find personal letters from Michelangelo, Galileo, and even Mary Queen of Scots who begged for her life before her execution. Ordinary people cannot enter, only accredited scholars with special permission. And beneath the library lie secret underground vaults. What is stored there remains unknown. The Vatican has its own astronomical observatory founded in 1582, one of the oldest scientific institutions in the world. Today their main telescope is located not in Italy, but in Arizona, USA. And here is the fact that will shock you: this telescope is officially called LUCIFER. That is the real scientific name of the Vatican's instrument. A Jesuit astronomer officially stated that the search for extraterrestrial life is part of their work. And Pope Francis once said, if aliens came and wanted to be baptized, the Church would not refuse. So the question remains, what exactly is the Vatican searching for in the stars? The Vatican Bank, officially called the Institute for the Works of Religion, holds over $8 billion in assets. No country in the world can audit their accounts. The Vatican pays no taxes to any government anywhere in the world. In 1982, a major Italian bank collapsed and the trail led directly to the Vatican. And in 2013, a bishop was caught at the airport with suitcases containing $20 million in cash. The Vatican Bank remains one of the most secretive financial institutions on the entire planet. When a pope dies or resigns, something extraordinary happens inside Vatican City. All cardinals from around the world fly to Rome and gather inside the Sistine Chapel, completely sealed from the outside world. No phones. No internet. No contact with anyone outside. They vote in complete secrecy until a new pope is chosen. The world watches one small chimney on the roof of the Sistine Chapel. Black smoke means no decision has been reached. White smoke means the world has a new pope. In 2013, after Pope Benedict XVI became the first pope in 600 years to resign, Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio from Argentina was elected. He chose the name Francis, becoming the first Latin American pope in history. Thousands of people flooded St. Peter's, the smallest country in the world, yet so many secrets behind these walls. An underground city of the dead. A telescope named LUCIFER. Billions hidden in a secret bank. An army unchanged for 500 years. Frescoes painted by Michelangelo himself. Ancient manuscripts locked away from the world. And this is only what we know. What else is the Vatican hiding from us? Do you believe there are more secrets? Write your thoughts in the comments below, backhand index pointing down, and don't forget to subscribe, because there are many more secrets of our world still to uncover. Face screaming in fear.